Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chuck Bazzaio,
I'm Jen Bazzaio.
and this is the Psychic Couple's 2017's Psychic Prediction. The Psychic Couple is a part of the Society for Spiritual and Paranormal Research, and the Psychic Couple does private readings. If you're interested in a private reading, you could always go to our website at www.psychiccouple.com. That's psychiccouple.com. All together as one word. Psychic Couple.
Yeah, psychiccouple.com.
Yep. And the Society for Spiritual and Paranormal Research is always at cbezio.com. That's www.cbezio.com.
And .com, and there's always the spiritual and paranormal
Experiences, which is our old TV show that we used to do on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's in reruns. Hopefully we're going to be getting that up and running again within the next year. I know people are missing it.
So I'm going to do a slightly different format than we have done in the past. In the past, we've always done a show
where it's been last year's predictions and how accurate we were, and then there's the new predictions for the next year. So we're kind of combine the two.
Yeah, we're going to discuss new predictions for 2017, while we're also reviewing our predictions for 2016. Starting off with the U.S. politics.
Oh, I don't like politics.
I know you don't like U.S. politics. Donald Trump is the president-elect. Psychic Couple predicted Hillary Clinton. I have already posted out that Hillary Clinton...
Well, we were right in the aspect that Hillary Clinton did win the popular vote.
And part of the conversation with who won, who didn't win, and where we were tapping into the energies. We have predicted, and it's documented, we predicted Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, okay? We predicted Barack Obama in 2012 won the popular vote. We predicted Barack Obama in 2008 won the popular vote. We predicted in 2004 George W. Bush.
I thought it was this year's and next year's.
I know, but I'm just talking about the popular vote versus the Electoral College. We predicted the popular vote victories for George W. Bush. We also did it for Al Gore in 2000. So the Psychic Couple is tapping into the psychic consciousness of the United States population when we said Hillary Clinton was going to win, because she won by 3 million votes.
Unbelievable killing she made.
For the popular vote.
But she just didn't get the right votes in the right states.
And she is not going to become president of the United States. It is 2 times within the last 16 years, and it's only happened 3 times in the United States history. The other time was at the early parts of our country. So this is an anomaly that's not sitting that well with a lot of people. Popular vote versus the Electoral College, and I'm not going to get into they are in the politics. But Donald Trump is our president. He's going to be a president in 2017.
Yes, and he's going to turn the whole government into a conglomerate. He's bringing in all his billionaire friends, and this may or may not be a bad thing. He's going to run it like one of his businesses, and we'll see exactly how things turn out. We've tried running it other ways by various different people. We've had our Democrats, we've had our Republicans, and now we're going to have something completely different. He's not either, he's not both.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's not even a Republican or a Democrat or anything like that. He is a Republican, a Democrat, and the Donald Trump.
Don't forget, he was Democrat and then turned Republican so he could run, because the Democrats already had Hillary.
Yeah, and now he's not Democrat, he's not Republican. He's Democrat, Republican, and the Donald Trump party.
Yeah.
So whatever benefits Donald Trump. But if it's going to benefit. Now, this is one of the big questions. If it's going to benefit Donald Trump, but it also benefits America, is it considered corruption and unethical because he's getting a benefit from it too? Or should America just look past that because he has done something well for America, done something well for Americans, even though he may ultimately benefit tremendously from what he may or may not have done? Because I do believe that in 2017 and for the next 4 years, this question on ethics, on every single thing that he does, is it in his best interest? And will he do anything that's not in his best interest, but is in the best interest of our country and the people? If that ever came into conflict, would he choose America and America first and the American people? Or would he choose Donald Trump and the Trump enterprise and his legacy?
I do believe that this presidency will open our eyes to a lot of different things.
Oh.
And instead of everything going on in back rooms, it's going to be done out in front of us. So, I
And
mean,
that's
in
not
that
a
way,
bad thing.
I do think it's going to be a twist for the better as far as what's being done in front of us. We may not like it, but
Yeah, I honestly, there are some major characteristics about the Donald Trump presidency that is going to shake up Washington to the core. It has already done it throughout the primaries, throughout the general election in 2015 and 2016. It's going to continue for the next 4 years. And Donald Trump's legacies are not going to be his specific actions and what he does. It is the fact that he shook up Washington and he changed it from this point forward. And not all of it is necessarily going to be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Not that his particular policies or whatever that, and you want to nitpick it and analyze it. No, that's not. I'm not talking about Donald Trump and his presidency and his specific actions. I'm talking about how he did it his way. He's going to go in there and continue to do it his way, and he's going to rock or break
All
up
right, this
the-
isn't a political debate, honey. You said we weren't going to get into it. You're getting into it.
Okay.
Just stop.
One other part of it is the
Come back to reality.
Democrats in 2017 are going to have a huge debate on what went wrong, and what needs to happen for the future of the party, and how to get back to the core values that made them a major. Because if you look at what is happening right now, they have the presidency, they have Congress. Soon they're going to have the Supreme Court, so they'll have all three branches of the federal government. There's only 11 Democrat governors out of the 50 states. All the other ones are Republicans. The Republican Party has become a major dominant force in 2016.
We're talking about, when are we going to talk about 2017?
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. In 2017, the Democrats are really going to have to look, or will, not have to, will. I'm not telling what they're going to have to do. I'm telling you what they will be doing. They will be looking at the core values that made them a major force in this as a political
Let's
party.
just say that Trump is going to invoke policies and do procedures. It's going to make every party look at themselves and find out what they want, what they don't want, lay down some new laws as far as the parties are concerned, as far as the way things are done, and it's going to open some eyes. Him becoming president, none of us really all wanted him to. I know some of you did. but at the same time, it's going to be a eye opener and a refresher, so to speak.
And moving on to one of your more favorite topics, because I know politics isn't. And all I wanted was the psychic predictions for the politics, not your opinion on whether you like it or not.
Well, you stuck yours
Because
in.
I like it, you dislike it, but it's still we need to make psychic predictions on politics because you have to admit, 2016 was dominated by politics. In 2017, it's gonna just fade into the background.
No, it won't.
No, I mean, politics is not going to be the major news story on every single channel, every single night, every single day, all year long.
No, but the United States is going to see a lot more politics this year than it has in the past.
Okay, so going on to one of your more favorite topics, the Royals, the British Royal predictions. Do you see anything coming for the future with
I see everything in the Royals being status quo. They're going to be welcoming in the new baby, and there'll be a lot of parties, and there'll be an engagement. But really, there won't be anything brand new that's not already known.
and one of the major polling for predictions of last year was that William and Kate his relationship was gonna start going like Charles and Diana, and they were going to be kind of drifting apart. And the psychic couple predicted absolutely not. That wasn't going to happen. And
they've got a new baby.
yay! Let's give ourselves a little pat on the back
Yep,
because
they got a new baby.
the most of the psychics had said one thing. The psychic couple said another. We stood outside of the box and went, yeah, no. William and Kate are madly in love with one another. And they just happen to be the prince and princess of England. They love one another. It wasn't an arranged marriage. It's not being forced upon. Kate likes being a mother. She doesn't like being in the public. But she likes being a mother, and she's madly in love with William. So in 2017, you're absolutely right. I have to agree. Kate and William are still going to be happily in love, and there is not going to be really any big news regarding William or Kate or Henry or Charles or the Queen or Prince Philip. Her.
The Queen is going to get sick though for a while there. It's going to be a little bit rough.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll survive like she always does.
Well, once again, we predicted
it's going to be, I think, pneumonia.
that the Queen was going to get sick. And she did this year. We were right. The Queen is old. She's 90. Longest running.
Matriarch.
Not only the longest running, the oldest living.
Alright.
I think you completely missed that. And her health is of concern, and it will continue to be a concern. But I don't think there's any major news events. And I know we don't get into death predictions and we do not do that. So we won't go there. But yeah, no, her health is going to be an ongoing from 2017 on issue. We also announced last year in 2016 that Kate and William was going to announce they're having a baby. Jennifer predicted that. Congratulations, Jennifer.
Oh, thank you.
I also predicted that last year that Henry was going to announce that he was going to be getting engaged. I was correct on that one.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, and that was the Royals, and so we're just basically saying they're going to be the status quo. Also, another thing that you and I predicted is that, and I think I just mentioned this, that Harry is engaged and they are having wedding visions.
Well, like I said, there's going to be a few parties and there's going to be a few little things going on, but there's not going to be any real major upsets.
Yeah, I mean, the engagement was
Be
announced.
happy things.
But I don't think even Harry is getting married in 2017. That's not until 2018. So, just so that, I'll make that prediction right now. 2018, Harry will be getting married. And going on to our next topic. Okay. Justin Bieber. You and I predicted for 2016 that Justin Bieber would kind of like fall off to the wayside and that he would not be in the news and getting himself in a lot of trouble. And that's exactly what happened. So that's another success for us. I think that, and I'm going to make a prediction for 2017. That once again,
he's starting to mature. He's
Yeah.
going to have new music out, but he's starting to calm down.
Yeah. Justin Bieber will. Oh, by the way, this is celebrity psychic predictions. In case you're wondering. 2017. So he's going to become down. Let me write this down. Oh, here's one that the psychic couple got wrong. We're not perfect, folks. We are not perfect. No psychic is. No human being is. It happens. And I have written.
Bite your tongue.
Yeah, I know I'm perfect, but and you try to be, but we got this one wrong.
No, apparently you got it wrong.
No. This was both of us here. I got this.
What is it?
That Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes would be getting divorced.
We said they would be?
Yeah. Getting divorced. No, yeah, and no, we said no, they would not be, and we got it wrong. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes is getting divorced.
They might be getting a divorce this year, but they didn't last year.
No, they got divorced last year.
Oh, did they this past
Yeah, they
in this
got
2016?
divorced. They broke up and got divorced.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry. Oh, guess what? Big news. I have to post this. Another big pat on the back for Jennifer and I. Charlie Sheen will announce that he has major health and legal problems. His whole announcement that he came out this year that he has HIV and that he had unprotected sex for decades, knowing that he has HIV, caused a legal nightmare for him in the fact that he is sick. You and I predicted Charlie Sheen's
yeah. Well, that's not a
health
That's not a good one. I mean,
and
Jesus.
legal. I'm not saying it's good. No, I'm not saying
Yeah, but it's true.
But yes, his legal and his health concerns, and anybody who wants to, No,
Go back and look. It's still all up there on the internet.
it's all up there on the web. Go to psychiccouple.com. Look at the 2016 predictions. We predicted Charlie Sheen's health and legal problems for 2016. 2017. You predict anything for Charlie Sheen? Do you see anything for Charlie Sheen?
Just bad health. He's never really gonna be able to come back from this.
Mm-hmm.
He might get maybe one more good acting thing in, but he's really not gonna be able to come back.
He's not coming back. I totally agree. He's never going to be who he was. And or be as successful or popular, and he's going to be plagued with legal issues and health issues now for his entire life. Now, I'm going to ask you another question. 2017. Are we going to have a Cosby verdict? And what is it?
Yes, and guilty of several of the accounts that he's been accused of, not all.
And that's JB. And believe it or not, and this does happen from time to time, doesn't happen all the time, but Jennifer and I will disagree on the verdict. It's going to either be a mistrial or it's going to be not guilty.
Well, I didn't say that his sentence was going to be harsh. I just said that, he's going to be found guilty of some things. And, yeah.
Another question I have, any news on the estate of Whitney Houston, her daughter, the family fighting over that? Whitney Houston's passed away now, and her daughter inherited everything, and now her daughter has passed away, and there is some major concerns and issues regarding the estate.
Yeah, I think the majority of it is going to go to Bobby Brown.
Gonna go to Bobby, even though he's ex-husband.
Yeah, even though he's an ex-husband,
I'm sorry.
He was still friends. He was
was
the
not
daughter's
Whitney Houston's
father.
They were separated at the time, and it was because she was not married, and he was the father, and he is the father. He is the next in line to inherit this, even though Whitney Houston's family says that he's not in line because they're going back to Whitney Houston's estate. No, the whole entire estate transferred over to her daughter, who now has passed away unmarried. It goes back to her biological father. It's just legal. How about in 2017? Prince. Is there going to be a criminal? Is there going to be, like with the, is there going to be a conviction like what happened in the Michael Jackson? They're going to be able to investigate and find out what actually happened, who did it, and is someone going to go to jail for this?
I'm pulling towards yes. They're going to find out who did it and what happened. But I'm not seeing a conviction.
Yeah,
I'm really thinking that this was more of an accidental thing.
Oh yeah. And I was writing this down as you spoke, because I thought we were going in different directions, but we're not. Yes, criminal investigation determines that it was accidental. Is someone going to jail for it? Absolutely not. Are we going to hear anything regarding Michael Jackson and his estate, or anything from his kids, or anything, or are they just completely off the radar?
It's just going to be almost completely quiet this year. There's not going to be much in the way of Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Did Prince have any kids?
No, Prince wasn't married.
I'm getting there's going to be something with an heir.
Okay, yeah, I do. There's problems with the estate, definitely. And who is his heir? He's not married, had no kids.
Well, they're saying he had no
he had
kids.
no kids, and it's going to come out that there's going to be kids.
I don't think there's going to be kids. There's going to be at least one kid.
Yeah, and then it's going to go. Does it go to his brothers and sisters, or does it go to an illegitimate?
Well, they have DNA today. If it's DNA
Yeah.
tested and it's proven to be his, then that child has the right to it.
Okay, in here, the predictions were by other psychics that they were foreseeing Miley Cyrus as becoming a mother. You and I, once again, we said no, but are you seeing anything with Miley Cyrus in 2017?
No.
No. No,
She's
baby.
got too much controversy around her right now to have something going on like that.
Yeah, just new music. Like Justin Bieber, new music. But nothing. Nothing controversial. Yeah,
As far as children or
yeah.
relationships or anything like that. Now, her music, on the other hand,
is controversial. I see an award or something for Justin Timberlake. I don't know why.
yeah, it's going to be all about what he's done with and for the Michael Jackson era and people. A couple of his videos and stuff like that.
Also, I'm getting another prediction. Health concerns for Ringo Starr.
Yes.
Ringo Starr's
The
health.
last of the Beatles.
No, Paul McCartney too. They still out there.
Oh, well, I was getting a lot for Rod Stewart, too. He's going to have some
Rod Stewart.
some medical issues, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying because I agree with that. I'm saying that I understand what you're saying. I'm not getting the Rod Stewart, but I am.
Barry Manilow, too.
Oh, and Barry Manilow. I'm getting Elton John. Elton John.
Could be Elton John, too.
Health.
A lot of the older New Age singers from the 70s and 80s are going to have problems
health.
this year, yeah.
I also Billy Joel. Another health concern, and it's going to be plagued with health concerns. Clint Eastwood, he's been not that healthy.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, major health problems for Clint Eastwood. Also Daddy Bush. Jimmy Carter.
Not so much Jimmy Carter.
I gotta going back to the predictions for politics real quick. Obama and Michelle Obama. What does 2017, now that they're no longer president and first lady, what do you foresee for them for 2017?
I see them doing a lot of TV. I see them doing a lot of commercials and maybe some, maybe some fundraisers and things like that.
Yeah, they're just not gonna just go away.
Oh no, they're just not going to go away.
Yeah. Um, one of the um, predictions that was also said is that um, that Jay Z and Beyonce would have problems. We said yes, and um, looks as if it could be the end of. Okay, we did say that yes, there could be a problem with Beyonce and Jay Z. I'm saying 2017, Beyonce is going to continue with political, um, and so won't Bon Jovi.
Yeah, well, they're not the first actors to go into politics.
Yeah, Beyonce was a major, um, interesting figure. She became. Did you know she was runner up for Person of the Year this year? With Donald Trump being Person of the Year in Time, Beyonce, because
No.
of her political influences. First with the Black Lives Matter movement, and
I
then
see Michelle Obama coming up for something like that.
major movement with Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. Uh, it long term, I see Chelsea Clinton. Uh, what do you see for Hillary?
Getting a blank on that. I really have.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say fades into the background.
I don't think she's going to really fade into the background. I believe she's going to be an active Democrat, and she's
Oh,
going to
but
be.
work
She's going to
behind the
be.
scenes.
She's going to be a Trump's alter whatever, kind of keep him in line as far as some of the things that he's going to want to do.
Yeah.
His check and balance.
One of the problems that we did have it right on this, and we have to give ourselves another pat on the back, saying that Hillary Clinton was going to have light health problems, and she did. So, oh, that was Willow. Okay, we said. I said Burt Reynolds would have a scare. You said no. He didn't. So you were correct there. Do you see anything 2017 for Burt Reynolds?
No, status quo. He's going to keep on acting. He's going to make a few new, maybe one movie, and he's going to continue on his Blue Bloods.
Blue Buds.
Blue Bloods.
Burt Reynolds.
Oh no, not Burt Reynolds. Sorry.
You were thinking of Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll put
I
Tom
don't
Selleck
see.
down.
I don't see.
'Cause I agree with
I
that.
don't see anything for either one actually.
Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds.
He's gonna have another movie or two out.
Just status quo. No big news.
No. Same thing for Bruce Willis. He's gonna make another movie, but he's not gonna.
You said that there would be health concerns for Dolly Parton.
Yes.
And for 2016, and she didn't, so you were wrong. But you're saying 2017.
Yeah, I do think that she's got something going on. It just hasn't come public yet. It will probably this year.
Can you decipher that? I put no. New music. Well, no, I was wrong. She didn't come out with new music. Dolly Parton right now is in the news because Dolly World almost burnt down with a massive fires in Tennessee. And she's been out doing a lot of fundraisers, not new music, but she's definitely became.
No, because she made Jolene with the Straight No Chaser. So she's doing a lot of her old musics, but she's redoing them, giving them a new
and
new kick.
and she may not have been out there doing new music, but she's definitely became newsworthy in 2000.
And she's done new gospel.
Yeah. Michael J. Fox, you said he was strong. You were well. We both said he was strong here, and I think that stays the same for, I think, improved health. Improved health.
Yeah, this will be a good year for him.
Tom Hanks. We both said that he was going to have health and relationship issues. The health issues did not come out in 2016. But if you see him on TV, he does not look healthy anymore.
Yeah.
I know he's aging, I know he's getting older, but he's not aging gracefully.
Yeah.
He doesn't look healthy.
He's got a lot of stressors that he's not coming out and telling people.
It's all about his relationship. His long-term relationship, on again, off again, in the last couple of years. It's going to continue. It's going to affect his health. It goes on with the same thing. We were saying that Bill Cosby's going to have health, legal, and relationship issues with his wife. We also predicted in 2016 that Leonardo DiCaprio was going to be successful, and he got major awards for not only acting in his movie but producing a movie. So we were right on that point. I still see that in 2017 he's
still going to be going strong. Yeah, he's in his.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. We talked about last year. We talked about the Olympics. We talked about that the Zika virus was going to be a major concern for the Olympics. We were correct. We were also correct that there wasn't going to be a terror attack. There were going to be terror concerns and heightened security. So we were correct about that also. We were also correct about the concerns regarding the climate and the environment and the contamination in the coast.
That was all real. That's all true.
Yeah. We predicted that there would be a super lice. I didn't hear about that one.
No, actually, there's a super bed bug.
A super bed bug.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, there was no Lyme's disease. We said was going to be big in 2016. Really didn't get anything about Lyme's disease being big. Didn't get really anything big about new diseases concerning like.
There has been several new bugs that are harder to kill.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that the superbugs were going to evolve. We got correct on that. It's becoming harder and harder, and I don't know if you know this or not, but one of the major news articles in 2016 was the very first military personnel caught a superbug, and they cannot treat it with any known antibiotics.
What does it do to you? What does it do to you?
What are the types of superbugs that, if I hear the name, I'd be able to tell you it was.
There's MRSA.
MRSA. She got MRSA.
MRSA.
She has MRSA. I knew if I, as soon as, I just could not think of the name. And she is in the military as a female, was in Pennsylvania. She got it overseas. They brought her to the United States to treat her with all the known antibiotics that they do not use on the market.
It's an antibiotic, so it's a
Biologic, or yeah,
it's a bacteria. It's not a virus.
But the problem, and this is going to continue to be a major problem.
Well, yeah, as long as we keep having antibiotics in our food.
In our food, in our dish soaps,
Water.
Yeah, they're going to, in 2016, antibiotics is going to be continue to be eradicated from our food supply, our water supply, our cleaning supplies, you name it. They are going to do everything they possibly can to not expose us to antibiotics and try to create a generation in which these superbugs will stop mutating to the point where we can't treat.
Try to get them back to the point where we can treat them.
Mm-hmm. Another thing is this whole emerging scientific boosting the immune system and allowing the body to do what it's naturally made to do instead of creating these artificial means to attack these bacteria and viruses or these sicknesses and these diseases.
What they're going to do is they're going to develop some kind of a serum that will allow the human body to fight off more of the common bacterium and viruses that are out there.
Yeah, they're going to figure out a way to, instead of coming up with a way where...
And it's going to be accidental, and it's going to be something to do with the flu vaccines, I believe.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put down immune system medications and emerging technologies. Definitely.
There's going to be a lot to do more with DNA as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. So moving on to other predictions as we go on. These are our world predictions. We predicted that there would be terrorist threats in England, Egypt, and we were correct on those. We were in the United States. There were threats, no attacks, no. I don't want to say no attacks because there's been the lone wolves, and those are going to be. They're going to find. Not that they're going to find out. They already know it. It was bad enough when our military had to fight a huge country's military might. Then it was bad enough when our country had to evolve to these organized terrorist organizations and had to radically change. Now it's these homegrown terrorists that pop up.
They're taking it upon themselves to.
And there's going to be an more evolution in terror, and there's going to be more terror attacks from lone wolves. I also, on the note of terror attack, there's going to be in 2017 a drone strike that's really going to put the whole drone strike program in the news because it's going to kill a major ally. And then it's going to be like, yeah, well, with these artificial drones, it's not going to be able to determine who's good, who's bad, and a major political influence is going to get caught up in one
There's
of
going to
these.
be a major upheaval in biological warfare.
Yeah, biological warfare, definitely.
Even biological terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
Too. Because these days, with all the superbugs that we have out there that are resistant to the different medications that we have, for somebody to go in and tweak one of them, it's not going to take much.
We could pat ourselves on the back.
With what?
We predicted that there would be major problems with volcano eruptions and earthquakes.
Oh God, the whole Earth thing is just
And
unreal with the amount of stuff that's been going on.
2017 continues with earthquakes.
Yeah, it's not looking much better.
And no worse actually, and volcanoes. But we also
I think we're going to feel more quakes in the United States.
We also predicted that there would be a mild wildfire season in California. We were correct. And I'm going to continue. Oh, and there was also going to be mild mudslides and erosion in California. And
yeah, they were other places.
mm-hmm. Now, what I'm going to say is that for 2017, I'm continuing on with my mild wildfire, but massive
other natural
floodsides.
Yes, floods, tsunamis, mudslides and floods. A lot of water damage coming this year.
Water damage. I'm going to put that down for California because I see that too. Massive mudslides.
Yeah, the United
erosion.
States is going to get hit hard.
Yeah.
With a few things.
Well, that's what we said. We had also predicted massive floods in the United States and the Mississippi River. We were correct with that. And it's going to continue for 2017. Flooding in places that look at the they are saying it was a 500-year flood in South Carolina or in the Carolinas or a 1,000-year flood. Nothing like this in areas that don't ever get flooding. The towns entirely, completely consumed with flooding.
We're going to see some of that in the Middle East.
We predicted another earthquake for Japan? That just recently happened, right next to that nuclear power plant.
Yep.
We were correct there. I'm not actually sure what that word is, so I can't. But I got Hawaii, Cuba, Bermuda, hurricanes. There
was big hurricane
Haiti.
season.
So it was the Caribbean with the Cuba, Bermuda. So we were correct there. Okay, let's talk about the hurricane season for 2017.
It's going to be just as bad.
Bad hurricane season.
There's going to be at least one super hurricane.
Super? Pacific or Atlantic? I'm going to say Pacific.
Is that the West Coast?
Yes. Where all the water is?
Yeah, West Coast.
Yeah, Pacific. one super hurricane, but bad for
There's
the
going to be
Caribbean.
another hard-hitting one for Japan too, in the middle, or that part of the planet.
Philippines.
The Philippines.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Asians.
Yeah, Asia, major, Asia minor, whatever it is.
Asia. The Caribbean is going to be bad. I see we're going to get hit with 2 minor hurricanes in the U.S.
There's going to be at least 2
Yeah,
minor.
minor, not major, but
There's
minor.
going to be at least 4 actually,
Um,
and then there's going to be 2 that are 5, and at least 1 that they can't even measure.
yeah. I had said that I predicted that there would be earthquakes in France and Italy. There was one in Italy. I'm seeing like Nepal earthquakes, Tibet, Nepal, that area, India,
Yeah, and
Pakistan.
Sweden and Norway and up in that area too. Ireland.
Earthquakes in Ireland for JV. Ireland, Sweden.
On that one peninsula where Sweden and Spain and
Yeah.
Norway all are. Up there.
As I'm just reading through some of my notes, trying to decipher some of these. We can
Also Canada.
Canada. Earthquake.
Yeah.
You're back with the earthquake.
Well, there's going to be something happening with Niagara Falls this year too.
I was gonna say you're back with Niagara Falls. You've been saying that you've been concerned for a few years for Niagara Falls. We were correct with the gas prices going down and then leveling out around the $2.25 mark
Yeah.
and staying there. Now that the presidential election, gas prices I see going up.
Slightly, not too much. I don't see them skyrocketing like they have in the past, up to $4 a gallon.
Oh no, going up slightly. I'll put that. Not skyrocketing. Definitely not skyrocketing. I'm just going through some of my other predictions here. We predicted that Syria was going to get worse, and now with a new president, we were correct in 2016 that Syria did get worse. It got a lot worse with Russia's involvement. What do you think 2017 is going to be for Syria?
Turmoil.
I think that Trump's approach to Syria is let Russia deal with it.
Well, that's the whole point. There's going to be a lot of turmoil.
I don't want to get involved. I think that's his whole approach. Going to be his whole approach. That
well, whether we get involved or not, it's still going to be turbulent. It's going to be.
It's going to be
It's going
turmoil.
to be a hot.
It won't
hot
be
zone.
good. It won't be good for the Syrian people.
No.
That's what we're basically saying. We were right when we said that there is, and I don't want to say that it is this, but this is what it was labeled as: the war on Muslim in Europe. News reports of a woman in a, what do they call them, a burkini or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Where they're out on the beach and they were actually trying to rip it
I
off
think it was
of
a
her.
parkini.
Yeah, it's or something like that, where they're wearing one of their religious things, but they're out at the beach.
Yeah, it's
and,
brightly colored. It's light in fabric. It's,
well, this year in France, it was became a huge thing. They outlawed them. The Muslim women were still wearing them, and police told the woman to leave. She refused to leave, and then there's video of them trying to rip it off of her. That's not going away. There's going to it's
no, the whole Middle East thing and the demeaning of the female is going to hit a new level.
but the point I'm saying is that Europe, United States, there is attack on the Muslim people, whether they be terrorists or not. Their traditions, their belief systems, and there's going to be these things that are going to be popping up in 2007 that is going to continue. Basically, I said last year, you said the same thing. The fear propaganda for the Muslims.
Still there.
It's still there. It's still there, and it's going to actually get worse. It's not going to get better for them.
Well, we gotta face it. It's really not gonna go away until they get a handle on their own, their jihadists and everything else.
Yeah.
Every one of them is going to be persecuted until they can get everybody under control. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm just looking. That, and this is what we said. We got this one correct. And we just talked about it a minute ago. That Russia will get involved in Syria, and neither one of them will back off. It's basically a stalemate with Russia and the United States in Syria. Okay, so this is going to be part one of our psychic predictions for 2017. I'm Chuck Bazayo.
I'm Jen Bazio.
And this is the Psychic Couple.